global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited that you are still there, and please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, just hit on that red subscribe button. And also, if you want to be getting immediate notification anytime we publish our videos on YouTube, please just hit on that bell icon and the Lord will bless you real good. All right, we're looking at the broadcast yesterday by the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. It was a nice one, but then most Nigerians still believe that it was a rebroadcast. In other words, it was a pre-recorded broadcast. And most people still are of the opinion that Nigerians should be given an opportunity, if not just all Nigerians phoning in, but there should be a press briefing where journalists have an opportunity of interacting with the president live. They'll ask him questions bordering on the COVID-19, a lot of things that are bothering the hearts of people that they believe that the journalists will have the opportunity of asking, that this is not just a case of monologue, but it's a dialogue. That's the case of COVID-19. That is a case that requires talk to me and I talk back to you. And so as such, that the president should prove people wrong that he is alive, strong and healthy by granting journalists that privilege. And the person who championed this question was actually the former aides to the former president. That's the aides to the former president, Reno Omkri. Now, immediately after the president finished the broadcast, he came on, and on his Twitter page, he said something. He said, General Muhammadu Buhari's speech was not live. It was recorded. What is the president afraid of? Why can't he have a live briefing and taking questions from journalists? He just read what is handed to him. Coronavirus response require a dialogue, not a monologue. In conclusion, I urge General Buhari to prove real Donald Trump wrong by ensuring that his next broadcast to the nation is not as lifeless as his last two. If he can't improve, then he may as well program a robot. A robot will do a better job than Buhari. That was what the former aide to President Jonathan, that's our former president, did say, and that triggered a lot of responses from Nigerians. And we are going to look at those responses even as we also analyze. Now, the first person said here, all these are recorded and edited videos. I am ashamed of this country. How did we get here? I can't even hear what Buhari is saying. Another person says, when Nnamdi Kanu was saying it, that Aso Rock is empty, nobody's there. No president, no vice president, no chief of staff. Nobody wants to listen because it's Nnamdi Kanu. But the truth is, Buhari is dead. Another respondent to the tweet of Reno Omkri said, even Trump respond to questions from journalists during countless speeches. But here in Nigeria, it's called address, so no one can ask him question. It is what it is. Another person says this is what poor education has done to many Nigerians, that they can't even see far but accept whatever is dished to them. When intelligent minds are saying something is wrong, it is best to shut up and see reason rather than show your low IQ in matters you don't comprehend. Another person now says what they voted for. Even students I teach can answer question when faced in a debate. Another one says we all know Buhari doesn't believe what he read out. A man that sets up WAI to flog his citizen. Buhari's military regime escalated soldiers' brutality against civilians. Another person says all of that makes no sense to Nigerians. That's not what we all need from unfit president who can't see what is needed in the country. Another person says even a 10-year-old could have a well-prepared, a better address to the public. There are several responses from Nigerians. And I think this can be put to rest because this issue have pain for as long as now. Nigerians are of the opinion that President Muhammadu Buhari should create a time, where he interact with Nigerians, where journalists have the privilege of listening to him. Well, a lot of people, we all have different opinions. But guess what? When I looked at him as he was reading out the address to Nigerians, for me personally, I saw a man who comprehends. I saw a man who was alive. I saw a man who could speak very well. You understand? But it's really surprising that this whole thing is always pre-recorded, and it's to the amazement of Nigerians, considering the fact that the issue of COVID-19, no matter how terrible you are in comprehension, at least by the time you use your eyes to see what is going on, listen on the news and get briefed by especially NCDC, one can fully stand up even without the help of anybody and respond to question and talk to Nigerians outside address. I think that's what Nigerians are really eager to see. A man who can talk to them like a father, a man who can address them, outlining some things by himself, not really looking at the paper to read. This issue, it doesn't require any form of technological know-how for you to be able to speak to the people. It doesn't require you to have scientific insight, to enable you to speak to the people. It doesn't even require any knowledge. A common man on the street seeing what is currently going on, even without being briefed, just listening to one or two videos on the social media, the trending event on social media, can respond to a lot of things. Right now, the report was the address was okay, but there are some salient questions that Nigerians would have loved the president to give answers to, because he is the person we elected. There are a lot of things that are happening currently. Most people are talking so much about the case where the North are more prioritized. They are given palliatives more than, the South. The South tends to just be there and nobody seems to care what's really going on. For example, in Lagos, you can't compare the rate of palliatives that is going to Kano State to that of Lagos State. For example, the wife of the president, Aisha Buhari, had through her, foundation, she's been able to give them about 16 trucks of goodies to take care of them during this period. And I'm like, does it mean the Southerners do not also deserve to be treated this way? You are not the wife of the president of the North. You are the wife of the president of Nigeria, which means whatever is good for the goose is good for the gander, which therefore means if you're giving to the North, automatically you should have a reconsideration about the South and do same. Yeah, they are on Ramadan fast, but guess what? We have Muslims down in the East also, down in the South, that are on Ramadan fast. So if you're thinking of palliatives in any form, there should be equitable distribution of these good kind gesture by you. Equitable distribution. I have a good heart towards Nigerians. These guys are suffering. You give them, it wouldn't be a bad deal for you to send to the South, send to the East, send to the West, just like that, so that Nigerians will feel you. And this is one of the things that makes people respond quickly. Now, those are some of the questions we would have believed that if the president had granted journalists an opportunity, even if it's not all the journalists in Nigeria, just few pick from Vanguard, from Punch newspaper, from Daily Post, from other different newspapers, and some key guys in channel TV and all of that, they have an opportunity of talking to the president. And if not even that, allowing them to see you, be the one to camera you than to pass through to join the network of or to network with NTA before they can broadcast your speech, makes Nigerians still suspicious. Many years ago, some 2 or 3 years ago, Donald Trump had said that we have a lifeless president. Now, this is an opportunity to prove him wrong. The president I saw there can comprehend. If he can read such a long broadcast, a long address, why wouldn't he have an opportunity of talking to Nigerians? Let's end this question once and for all. And I think this is the duty of those who are at the hem of our face. Yeah, I hate the Minister of Transportation, Amechi, saying something like the president is very shy. That is why he doesn't always want to come out. What is making a president? You're representing a people. You were the one who went to all the states and, tell them that you're going to do some wonderful job for them if they give you another opportunity to serve them. And you're talking about the president being shy. Shy like how? I don't understand. Why should the president be shy to interact with the people who elected him? What's so shy here? A man who had ruled us in, many years ago, 1983 or so, and have an opportunity of doing same again now. So why would he be saying that he is being threatened by the face of the people? Why? That's a big lie. There's something that is being covered up, which needs to, if truly there's no cover up anyway, you need to come out and let Nigerians know so that these assumptions should stop. There are a lot of assumptions, and hey, guess what? Nigerians are believing these assumptions. And if you must correct it once and for all, as a transparent person, you need to see how you can abort their thoughts, abort this assumption by presenting yourself for live interview. It doesn't take anything, And I think this must be considered so that we put a final rest to this question where people keep saying that Buhari is lifeless and is very, very totally inactive. The presidency need to do something about it. It's very important.